Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Don't Lose the Plot. Now, this is a new exciting farming competition and we are honored to be your hosts. My name is Jack and this is the lovely Maggie.
What's up, guys? We are both so excited to be part of this farming experience. And where we're currently stood is the middle of the battlefield. This is the farm in question. I must say, Jack, I am excited. I mean, I am I'm so excited.
Maggie, listen. It's not a karaoke competition, it's a farming competition.
I know, but Jack, I'm excited for these people. I mean, these people are going to be away from their family. Yeah. They're going to be away from their friends, away from their home comforts. I mean, if you told me, I'd be nervous. I would really be nervous.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It can be a great challenge. And I can't wait to see the brave young men and women who have been picked to take part in this competition. And they could be coming in through those gates any moment now. You know, listen to that. It's like calm before a storm. Listen to that.
Wait.
What?
Jack?
What?
They're here. Oh my God.
Let's go say hi.
Let's go.
Hey! 4 young farmers from Kenya and Tanzania have been chosen to put their farming skills to the ultimate test. Leah, the smart businesswoman, a 28-year-old from Nyahururu. Leah juggles running her own fashion business, being a mom and managing a farm. Will her multitasking and business knowledge be enough to steal the crown? Issah, the hustler, a 26-year-old farmer from Meru, Arusha. There's no doubt that this guy knows his way around a farm. He grew up working on his family's farm in Arusha. Will he be able to master the business side of farming fast enough, or will his interest in gambling distract his focus? Winrose, the quiet one, a 24-year-old from Meru, Arusha. Don't mistake Winrose's quietness for weakness. This girl has got staying power and focus. But will she be competitive enough to go that extra mile? Kenneth, the student. Despite being the youngest, there is no denying that this 19-year-old is an academic superhero. He is full of creative ideas, wisdom, and hope. But will his forward thinking and positive attitude be enough to trump the more experienced farmers? Over the next 9 months, these 4 will take to the battlefield for a challenge of a lifetime. Each farmer is given 1 acre of land to call their own. They have 9 months to turn their acre into a successful farm. At the end, the farmer with the most profitable and sustainable farm walks away with a monumental prize. The stakes are high and the clock is ticking. Who will be our farming hero?
Hello, farmers. Welcome. I guess I should say welcome home. This will be your farm for the next 9 months. Basically, you guys will be living here, eating, hanging out together, and I'm guessing within a short time, you guys will start feeling like family. But when you guys step on the shambas, you have to remember to put your game faces on. Remember, this is a competition. There's a big prize at stake. And there can only be one winner.
That's right. Now, the rules are very simple. 1, do not cheat. And secondly, always respect the other person's property at all times during the competition. If we do find out that you have taken a shortcut or cheated or destroyed somebody else's property, you will be eliminated. We'll ask you to pack your bags and leave the house. If at any point in the competition you have a question, just let us know and we'll ask the experts to come in and help you with that.
Before we let you guys settle in, we need you to pick your acre of land. Now, there are 4 farms, 1 acre each. And to make this fair, we decided to do a lucky dip. In this bag, I have t-shirts which have different colors. So whichever t-shirt you pick will represent the farms you guys will be using. Okay. Okay, good. I guess we can open them up.
Wow, I'm sure you're all tired from your journey and you probably want to check out your rooms. We will let you do that. But we'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. to give you more exciting news and tell you what's coming up next week. So you guys can go check it out. Go. Asante sana. Thank you very much.
So Jack, what do you think? Do we have ourselves some farming legends or what?
Well, just the simple fact that they all have different backgrounds is going to spice everything up. And I have a feeling that we're going to have great farming entertainment in this show.
That's for sure.
Well, guys, you have met our 4 hopeful farmers, and they have a lot to look forward to. In the next few weeks, we're going to have experts who are going to show them how to make the best out of their acre.
That's right. So over the next few weeks, we will watch our farmers as they learn how to clear and prepare land, also choose good seeds and make good budgets, and yes, find market. So I'm hoping by the end of all this, we'll all have learned, and not just from their achievements, but also from their failures. You know what, Jack? I've always wanted to be a good farmer. I know you don't know this, but I'm sure after this show is done, I'm going to be ready.
You know, speaking of ready, I think I'm also ready for some farmucation.
Okay. What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, Maggie. Farming and education. Farmucation. Huh?
Farmucation. I like that, right, guys? Okay, Jack, I get it. Well, I hope all of you are ready for some farmucation because we have a lot of that. Well, for now, we'll be leaving you as we go home. Tomorrow, we'll wake up to meet our farmers and...
Farmucation. What? Yeah, come on. Don't you want to try some farmucation?
Yes, I do.
Yeah? So?
But you cut me off. I wasn't done.
No. But you are done. You already said bye.
Anyway, who do you think is going to win? Well, we left our farmers to settle in. They found their rooms and the welcome note we had left for them.
Issah, hiyo ndio yako.
Sawa.
Nikapumzike kesho. Okay.
Welcome to your home. This is your room. I hope you feel comfortable. What is this?
This is your uniform for farming.
Rangi ni nzuri lakini ni kubwa.
Not my size. Tomorrow we'll need a list of what you plan to farm on your 1 acre to win the competition.
Kesho? To win the competition? So go check it out and think carefully. Okay. Uniform.
Most of our farmers seemed quite happy with the uniforms we got for them.
Very nice. Now I'm a farmer.
Niko poa sana. Hii inafaa kabisa kwa kazi za shamba.
However, some were not that into it.
Seriously?
Nevertheless, they all headed out to find their acre of land, looking for a matching colored t-shirt. They each found their acre and began to investigate its soil to help them decide what they want to plant first, and this list needs to be ready by tomorrow.
And here ends the first day on the farm for our 4 hopeful farmers. What an adventure is in store for all of them. It is quite a challenge that they have been set, but They seem excited about what's to come, and they all seem to get along with each other. I hope it lasts. Good night, young farmers. Let the games begin.
First morning on the farm, and our farmers are awake early, desperately trying to finish off their lists. And they know how important it is to make the right farming choice at this stage of the game. Morning, guys! I'm hoping you guys had a good first night, because today we'll start our challenge. And before we get started, we want to see your lists of what you guys will plant on your acres. So Jack, you'll go around and see the lists?
Yeah, sure. Show me the list. All right, this is really good. Wow, look at that. Now, I can see some really good ideas coming from this group. Tell me, if we got everything that you need from this list, do you think you'll be ready to plant today?
Yeah.
You think you'll be ready?
Yeah.
You sure?
Wow, good.
What makes you so confident?
Because I am. I've got everything I need, so let's go for it.
All right. Ken, you ready?
I'm doubting whether the crops that I have on my list will give me high yield or low yield. That is what I'm doubting in this particular period.
I don't know, Jack. I still feel like these guys need more advice before they start planting. And I have a surprise for you guys. I have invited a financial expert, and I think he'll take it from there. Mr. Kimathi, welcome.
Karibu.
Asante sana. As Maggie has rightfully said, my name is Kimathi from Mexico, and I'll be with you throughout the show, supporting you with all your financial budgeting plans. As we all know, finance, or keeping an eye on your finance, is an important aspect and is critical to the success of any farming business. Farming is actually a fantastic way to make money, to support your family, and to earn a profit, for as long as you're good at writing and keeping track of a realistic budget. And there are two things about budget, really. One is really on the cost, keeping an eye on the cost, ensuring that from the beginning you plan your costs throughout the period that you intend to engage in this business. So for example, you are here for 9 months in this business. So for the 9 months, you need to be able to populate what will be the cost in every single month that you'll have to incur to keep the business, your farming business, going. And then the other thing, and this is important, you need to be able to be realistic with the market prices. You need to be able to know what price your products will be fetching after 6 months, in 3 months, in 9 months, in 8 months. So ideally, then you're able to project these prices to your expectations. So budgeting is about really two things. Number one, it's about your cost. Number two, it's about your projected or planned revenues from it. All right? So do you have any questions from any of you regarding budgeting? Oh, great. Let's have these budgeting planning meetings individually, privately with every one of you. All right?
While Kimathi set up his meetings, we had a proper look at the lists. In the green team, we have Leah with tomatoes, potatoes, carrots, mushrooms, and rabbits. In the blue team, we have Winrose with potatoes, squash, nightshade or managu if you like, layers and broilers. In the yellow team, we have Kenneth with maize, nightshade, cabbage, onions, spinach and kale. In the gray team, we have Issah with layers and broilers, green maize, butternuts, spinach, kale, carrot, and Irish potatoes. Okay, so listen, I have a challenge for you guys. I know it's too early in the game, but how good are you at farming? Can you predict who's going to win now that you have seen part of the game plan?
Are you an aspiring young farmer and want more information? Log on to our website at www.don'tlosetheplot.tv. You can get agri tips, rolling budgets, and follow the contestants' journeys. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
What specific issues would you want us to discuss?
I wanted to know everything about to arrange my budgets.
Okay.
Yes.
A simple budget, and you really have to keep it very simple. A simple budget is about ensuring, first of all, you're able to identify what are the cost requirements for you to have a successful or a good harvest at the end of the season. All right. Once you're able to get all those the cost elements, all the cost lines. The second thing is to be able to get as accurately as possible, and this might be difficult considering you're actually planning for 9 months away or 6 months, is to be able to figure out what the price of those outputs is going to be as at the time of harvest. All right? And therefore, that helps you project how much money you are going to make from the sale of those products. So, before you decide on butternuts, you need to list the costs, and this might include soil test, seeds, fertilizer, water, transportation, warehousing, pesticides, and labor. Add these figures to get a total cost for farming butternuts. Now, find out how much you will make. How many butternuts do you expect to harvest? And what will they sell for on the market? Then, subtract the costs from the amount made to make sure you have profit.
So it's better to arrange my budget before doing anything.
Absolutely. It's absolutely important before you even start any farming, before you buy your first seed, to sit down and determine whether the farming that you're about to embark on is viable or not.
The idea of so much researching and budgeting seems to be a new concept for our young farmer from Tanzania.
My mom is my teacher. She teach me to harvest banana and farming, and also we are planting maize, beans, coffee and bananas.
It's Leah's turn. Now, Leah is our resident businesswoman. Now, she already has a little experience in running a small business.
For me, I've been doing business for a while, and I believe farming is just like a normal business, so I think it's an advantage for me. Yeah. I met a farmer last night and was telling me about this type of potato that it does so well and it's very marketable, and was telling me if I do it, and it's so easy for me to get a market.
Okay. So in terms of market, you're talking about the cooperative will buy the potatoes? Or?
Yeah, they buy the potato.
Oh, that's very good, very good. Did you have any idea about the pricing of that potato?
30,000 for like an acre. Yeah, if I decide that is it to
30,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, but at the same time, he was telling me it has a good return out of it. For like half an acre, I'm gonna get like 144,000. Like if I decide to do like 1 acre, I'm gonna get like 288,000.
288,000. That's very good. But I want us to focus a lot more on you getting there. How do you get there? You have all these amounts. As it is, you're starting off with seeds only at 30,000 Kenya shillings. And then before you do anything else, we're talking about the cost of seeds, the cost of water, the cost of fertilizer, all these input costs. That's a lot of money. Where do you think you're going to get the money from?
Okay, I was also thinking of getting a loan, but I'm not really sure how to go about it, and also the interest rate. So
that's a good one. One of the things that many farmers do not really do is consider other sources of funding, and banks and financial institutions, whether it's cooperative or the banks or the microfinance institutions, have facilities that offer them. And sometimes, a lot of the times, farmers are not very well educated on what they need to look at when they go to these financial institutions for their facilities. There's some key things to look out for when choosing a loan. First thing, what is the reputation of the institution you approach? Ask around. Secondly, does it meet your needs? For example, banks having specific accounts to suit farmers, small businesses. These institutions will be able to better understand and meet your needs. Thirdly, once you find a good bank for you, find out What are the terms of the loan? Most banks and SACCOs will also want to ensure you are safe to lend money to. So they will want to see your farm records, bank statements, and for SACCOs, they will want to see your rate of contribution. Now, some banks will also want collateral. This is something you own of value that the bank can hold to ensure you repay your loan. For example, a title deed. Now make sure you ask to know all the hidden costs that come with that loan, so you are not surprised later. For example, will you be charged extra if you repay your loan earlier? You need to check the interest rate of the loan. This is what the bank charges to lend money to you. And finally, the schedule. Firstly, how long will it take to receive your loan? And secondly, when and how are you expected to pay back this loan? Is it a monthly or a weekly payment schedule? And can you be able to use your mobile phone to make the payments?
Well, I am so glad we invited Kimathi to help our farmers with this challenge. They're still asking him some questions. That means they're learning some very valuable lessons about their farming plans. Now, this has made me realize how important it is to pre-plan before you start farming, and the importance of market research and doing a budget just so that you know what the expenses are and what your income would be. Now, this makes me so excited about our next visitor. Sophie is from Cropnut. Cropnut visits farms to test their soil. A week later, they send you the results. This helps farmers to see what corrections they needed to ensure a successful harvest. Last week, she took samples from all the 4 acres. Today, she is bringing the results. I really hope that the results are good, because this is going to help our farmers decide on how best to use the 1 acre they have been given to win this challenge. Sophie arrived and was eager to start explaining what the test showed to our farmers. She decided to visit each farmer on their individual acre and run through the results. She began at Issah's farm.
So, Sophie, could you explain to us what advantage does Issah have by obtaining the results of his soil?
Well, by seeing his result, he's able to predict which crops can do well in his farm. Also, when he goes to buy the inputs, he's not going to buy them blindly, because he has known which inputs are needed or which fertilizers are needed. Also, it will save him a lot of time and money, because when he has done that, he'll put what is needed. It means that he'll be assured of good crop and good yield and more money in his pocket.
Wow! So it's an incredibly important step for any farmer to take before they start planning for their land.
Oh yes.
And yeah, I think it would save our farmers a great deal of disappointments.
Exactly. We don't only deliver problems to the farmer. So what we do as Dr. Odongo, we are able to give the farmer solution through their phone. He can access all the results and also solutions. I can show you in my phone exactly how it looks.
Sophie showed us the amazing platform that was available to our farmers.
Hey, Sophie, tell me, how are the farms doing?
They're good.
Yeah?
They're promising.
All right. Now, let's say I'm a farmer and I want to have my soil tested. Do you think it's very, very important to do this kind of test?
Oh yes, very important, because you'll be sure what you're doing, because most of the farmers, they have been doing try and error. They don't know exactly where is the hole in their farm. So you need to do a soil test so that you can be sure exactly what I want to do with my farm.
All right, I guess that is important, because Mr. Kimathi, our budget guy, is going to add this service to what the farmers have on their list. Now, last question. I want to get in touch with you. How do I do that?
Very simple. By just dropping an email to us at support@cropnuts.com. Then we can get back to you with the closest field agent in your area.
Oh, thank you very much, Sophie. That is very, very important information for us. And I'm sure the farmers still have some questions for you. So I'm going to let you go and answer their questions.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
Jack,
Yeah.
I have to admit, I did not know that you could actually actually have your soil tested this way. Did you?
No, I didn't even know that you could access these services. I mean, it just seems like a great advantage that you can't tell how fertile your soil is just by looking at it. You know, crop nuts are like the soil fortune tellers. I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm seeing Sophie is done with Leah. Let me go see what you think.
Okay, cool. See you later.
Hi, bye. Hi, Leah.
Hi.
So what has Sophie told you about your soil?
She was great, and I'm glad you did the soil test because I didn't know that my soil had issues. But at least now we can sort out the problem before I plant my crops.
Ah, good.
Yeah.
So what were some of the issues you had?
Well, as you can see here, my soil has nematodes, and she has also shown me where to get the products and also where to buy them from the map here.
Leah was just as impressed as me with the mobile resource. So, we just left Sophie talking to Kenneth and Winrose. And I must say, Jack, we have had an amazing day today.
Yeah.
So thanks so much for joining us.
All right. Now, listen. Before we go, I have an idea. How about we all pick a color that we will be supporting all through the series? How about that? Come on, Maggie.
That's easy.
Yeah?
I mean, I already have a player in mind, and I'm confident they're going to win.
You do? Who? Tell me.
I'm not telling you.
Tell me.
I'm not telling you.
Listen, you have to tell me because we don't want to have you changing your mind mid-series, huh? Come on, tell me, Maggie, tell me.
Okay, fine. Well,
Oh, interesting. That's really
okay,
interesting.
now your turn. You tell me. So, who do you think?
I'm not telling you.
What do you mean?
No way, I'm not telling you. No, I'm not telling you. No, I'm not telling you. Because listen, if I told you, it would not be a secret. And what's the point of... No, really. No, what's the point of having a secret? No, seriously. I can't tell